Oh, wow. Look at my beard. It is getting super beardy. Look at me. I'm like a mountain man now. Mountain Man Adam. That's right. I'm ready to hit the trails. Oh, it is episode 69, everybody. 69. This is my 69th show. Welcome, everybody. I hope you are all satisfied on this wonderful Friday night. The 69th episode jam night. That is what is gonna happen tonight because it is episode 69. I'm just gonna keep saying it over and over and over again because it's hilarious and people are already making jokes. Matthew Perkins super chatted me just now. 69? Nice. It felt like a double thumbs up thing to do. All right. How y'all doing tonight? It has been an interesting day, to say the least. Tucker Carlson, people are attacking like crazy because he called out Sydney Powell for not having evidence. Well, technically that's not even true because she didn't give them the evidence. That's what he was complaining about. So we're going to talk about that. It's kind of sad, actually, that whole thing. Then we're going to talk about PA being audited legitimately. Very dope. I'm really happy about that. And Graf on Tyrrell just super chatted 69.69 and said, nice. Thank you, Graf on Tyrrell. Appreciate that. Normally I do super chats at the end of the show, but I felt like it was kind of perfect that you would super chat 69.69, just under $70. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. So then we're going to talk about how the Dominion employees have not only been removing their LinkedIn connections to Dominion software, but they were supposed to show up for a hearing today, and last night they decided at the last minute to lawyer up and not show up. Why would you do that unless you had something to hide? That's the only thing I can think of why they would do that. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. They clearly have something to hide. So that's that. Then we're going to talk about how the Sony PlayStation 5 has hit one of the top 100 invented items of 2020. That is correct. It has hit the list of the most important inventions of 2020. I got it. I love this thing. This controller is incredible. I can't tell you how immersive this controller is, and I think it's the controller that gives it a lot of its power. So I also have this really fun story about how George Clooney. I'm going to talk about George Clooney on the show. Why? Because he gave 14 of his best friends $1 million each, and $1 million. And it's actually a really cool story. I'm not going to tell you much about it because we're going to get into it later. But man, it is it's a cool story. All right, so I just want to give a shout out to a couple people. This is from Brett Christopher. Thank you very much. He gave me a little melting popsicle guy, and actually he gave me this. There it is. That is the Space Force badge, an actual Space Force badge. Very cool because I'm all about space. And then this is from Joma. This is an awesome. Wait, do I have a zoom? I do. Here we go. This is from Joma. Did a rendition. Look, we can see Salty Bear down there. Salty, Spin UFO. I've got a guitar on my back. Like and smash. Oh, like and subscribe. Yeah, awesome. This is great. Thank you for that, Joma. I really appreciate that. So just a little fan mail. Just wanted to show you guys. So that's really cool. Thanks, everybody. And I appreciate that. All right, so before I even get into it more, I just want to say, if you want to support me directly, you can on my website, adamcrigler.net. It's got my PayPal, my Bitcoin wallet, and it's got my P.O. Box. P.O. Box 68. It would have been funny if it was 69 on the 69th episode, but it's actually P.O. Box 68, Brunswick, Maryland, 21716, and I always appreciate it. And if you send me stuff, I'm going to talk about it, hold it up, and it might make it onto my shelf. I kind of like this guy. He's super bummed that he's melting. I don't know. What do you think? It's pretty good.
Is that in reference to something?
No, not at all. But I really think it's hilarious.
It's pretty neat.
It is a melting. Oh, by the way, I have the wonderful Nisha joining me today.
What's up, everyone?
Yes.
How's it going?
And because it's
plug in my headset.
okay. Yeah, here, give me that.
Thank you.
Let me just plug you in there so you can hear me. How's that? Can you hear?
Very, very loud.
Too loud? How's that? Better? Testing.
Too loud. Way too loud.
Testing.
Yes.
Hello.
A little louder, please.
Well, a little louder.
There
Testing. We have tested the microphones.
It is now loud.
They are successful in their volume.
Volume capacity is just right.
Volume accepted. Anyway, all right. So it's jam night. So we're gonna be jamming. I'm talking about some things. I of course have my beautiful Martin here. I'm gonna put it on its spot. There we go. All right. So let us get into it. All right. So we're gonna start with this Tucker Carlson thing. Now, I watched it, and you know, it's interesting because he really doesn't say anything too bad, and not once does he say that he discredits Sydney Powell, okay? And everyone seems to be freaking out. They're like, "Oh my gosh, he says that she doesn't have the evidence." No, he said that she didn't give him the evidence. He offered her a spot to come on his show to present the evidence, and she said no. And it's kind of ridiculous. So I was looking up, just an article to pop up, and this hilarious website I found, it's actually NewsGuarded, and I can't believe it's NewsGuarded. It is so unbelievably biased. I can't even get over it. I'm just going to show you guys. Check this out. It's called crooksandliars.com. Now, this is so bad. Just listen to this, all right? Tucker Carlson calls out Sydney Powell's claims of voter fraud for no evidence. Okay, already that is not what happened. But look at the way that they word this. On Thursday evening, Tucker Carlson trolled Sydney Powell, who claimed Trump won by a landslide, by demanding to see the evidence of massive voter irregularities and fraud, and was angry she refused to appear on his show. Carlson, the host of his White Power Hour, told his audience that he agrees that these claims of electronic voting systems and voter fraud should be looked at intensely. He even said, "We do UFO segments," which explains a lot. He did say that, but he proceeded to say, "We do it because there's actual evidence of the stuff that UFOs exist." He said, "Yeah, we cover everything, and we want to show the proof of the stuff." So he's actually complaining that she isn't coming onto the show to show her stuff. Now, he said that she was rude and that she got all upset that they kept trying to hit her up and come on the show. And I was like, all right, well, I'd like to hear her side of it. It turns out she actually responded and has something to say about it. I'm going to play this video. This is from Fox News. Let's see if I can full screen this.
All right, Sydney, I want you to respond to what Tucker Carlson said last night, Sydney. I don't know if you watched it, but Tucker Carlson said that he had invited you on his show to share evidence of the software flipping votes, and he said you got angry and refused to provide evidence for your claims of voting software flipping votes.
Yep, that's what he said.
How do you respond to Tucker Carlson? Did you get angry with the show because they texted you and asked you to please provide evidence of what you're alleging?
All right, listen to this.
No, I didn't get angry with the request to provide evidence. In fact, I sent an affidavit to Tucker that I had not even attached to a pleading yet.
Okay. Right off the bat, she's like, I didn't get upset. In fact, I actually sent in evidence. What? Wait a minute. So that means that Tucker actually got evidence? An affidavit, by the way, is evidence. All right. And I actually have something to explain what an affidavit is after we finish listening. Finish listening.
To help him understand the situation, and I offered him another witness who could explain the mathematics and statistical evidence far better than I can. I'm not really a numbers person. But
okay. And then she said, I offered somebody who can explain it better than I can even do it to go on the show and talk about it. So she gave some evidence. She said, here's someone else that can explain it even better than I can. And then listen,
he was
she
very
finishes up.
Insulting, demanding, and rude, and I told him not to contact me again.
Oh, so Tucker was rude to her. who to trust then? Tucker says she was rude. Sydney Powell says that Tucker was rude. Who's rude? Who's rude? What is it? All right. I know that she has affidavits. That's what they were talking about in the press conference yesterday. They have hundreds of affidavits from people, from even Democrats that were on the other side of the aisle saying, okay, this is too much. The voter irregularities that we're seeing is unconstitutional and it seems illegal and we're going to report it. And they did to the appropriate authorities. Now, that makes me think about something. They don't owe the media anything. They have to bring this evidence to the court system. The court system is the people who need to see that evidence. We'll see it eventually. It's going to be public, okay? I'm sure everybody's thirsting for this. I know I am personally. I want to see that evidence. But an affidavit is evidence. So the fact that she actually brought, sent in an affidavit over, and an expert that's going to explain it all, they're just trying to ignore it, which is honestly a surprise for Tucker Carlson, because it seems like, not really, because if you listen to what Tucker said, he's just complaining that she didn't want to come on herself, although he did say that she refused to give any evidence to provide, and again, an affidavit is evidence. All right, check this out. This is from The Spectator over in Australia. Australia is doing rather honest news. It's interesting because this sums it up fairly well. I'm going to read this article to you. Call me crazy for taking the man with hair dye dripping down his cheeks seriously, but I think it would be unfair to dismiss Rudy Giuliani. Amusingly shambolic he may be, that doesn't mean he is wrong. The media has been claiming since the election ended that President Trump's claim of voter fraud are baseless and without evidence. And that's just not true. The president's lawyer gave examples of it during today's press conference at Republican National Committee headquarters in Washington, D.C., but everyone was too busy mocking him to pay attention. This is accurate. That's all they're talking about is his freaking hair. It's ridiculous. I tried to listen to what Giuliani actually said and not what he looked like or the characterization of him by the rest of the media. Bravo. This is what you should be doing. The cameras started fervishly clicking the first time he wiped sweat from his face, all but guaranteeing that would be the focus of his presser. Of course, Giuliani did in fact present evidence of voter fraud today, but many people simply didn't want to hear it. He cited multiple Americans, one by name, who have signed sworn affidavits stating that they witnessed some sort of fraud, which whether it was pro-Trump ballots being thrown out without cause, ballots being backdated to before the election, poll workers being told not to ask voters for identification, and more. As Giuliani helpfully pointed out, affidavits are considered evidence in a court case. Whether you agree or disagree with them is a different question. And it's reasonable that not all of the people who signed their names would be willing to go public. If you want to hear more of the evidence that was presented, just watch the first hour or so of the press conference. That sums it up so well. And that's the truth. They cited many different affidavits, and he even said, look, a lot of these people, I would have to actually ask them if I can go public with their name. And he continued on saying, and even if they said yes, I wouldn't want to. And then he continues to talk directly to the media. He said, you people will drag their names through the mud. You're already harassing the people that are doing their job in the government that make the decisions and actually certify the votes, calling them racist for trying to have transparency because all of these affidavits are showing that there's too many irregularities to just sweep under the carpet. And that's what they want to do. They just want to sweep everything under the carpet. What is a sworn affidavit, you ask? Good thing I've got a little article here that it's from wisegeek.com, just explaining, just what a sworn affidavit is. A sworn affidavit is a written statement made by a person who is under oath to tell the truth about facts and information contained in the statement. Additionally, the person signing the affidavit, called the affiant, attests to his or her identity. Usually, the statement must be witnessed and signed by a person who is legally authorized to administer oaths, such as a notary public. The notary is generally required to place a notary seal on the document. When a person signs the affidavit, he or she is promising that anything contained in the statement is accurate and true. Effectively, it is the same thing as an orally presented testimony in court. If a person lies about the information contained in the statement, he or she could be prosecuted for the crime of perjury, which is lying under oath. Someone who is convicted of perjury may be ordered to pay significant fines or even be sentenced to time in jail. A sworn affidavit is commonly used in a court case for the purpose of providing evidence about facts pertaining to the case. It may also be used to validate documentary evidence, such as an official record. In some circumstances, an affidavit is entered into evidence at court trial in place of an affiant's sworn testimony. Affidavits are evidence. It's the same as someone going on trial under oath, stating what they saw. It is evidence. They have hundreds of affidavits from Republicans and Democrats, people that were in the rooms counting these votes, claiming there was irregularities. My goodness. Then they talked about how this one keeps coming back to me because I keep thinking about it. They keep getting these mail-in votes and these absentee votes they're talking about that they were pristine, not folded at all, completely pristine with only one vote on them, Joe Biden. No names, nothing else, just a raw ballot, not folded because all of them have to be folded to be sent out. You have to fold them and put them in a specific envelope. And if it's not in that envelope and they're pristine, never folded, no other votes, how is this possible? Okay? It's not. There's too many irregularities. Now, that's just something that randomly popped in my head. But, I mean, so this whole Tucker thing, really, it's Tucker complaining. That's what it sounds like to me. Oh, she didn't want to come on my show. She didn't want to give me the evidence so that I can, have the exclusive. It's like, well, she doesn't owe you anything, Tucker. You may be the highest rated show on television in history, which is true, by the way. He's broken records over and over and over again over the past month, which, good for you, Tucker. It's amazing that you're actually hitting these numbers. But that still doesn't mean that you're owed, that you have an entitlement to have all of this information. Okay, I know you want to break the story, sure, but being rude? Or who is the one who was rude? I don't know. She says you were rude. You say she was rude. You know what? I'm just going to go and assume both of you were rude. And if she was rude, she probably had every right to be rude because just a little personal story. I had some newscasters trying to get some of my story when I traveled 1,900 miles to go vote a couple weeks ago, which I did. And they got me on the phone and they're like, don't you want to be on national television? Don't you want to have this stuff? What are you holding back on? You should give us everything you have so we can, show your story. I don't believe that they're going to try to show the story the way that I want that story to be told. No, not at all. I don't believe them. But you know what? They were rather pushy, okay? And they weren't rude to me, but they were rather pushy about it. And I don't know what kind of entitlements that Tucker or his people, I don't know if it was actually Tucker who made the call or not, but it doesn't matter. She doesn't owe anything to anyone but the courts. She better, it's her name, okay? Sydney Powell. If she doesn't bring anything up, she's ruined because it's her word that she's now said that she has the evidence that's going to flip the election back to Trump. If she doesn't bring it up, it's like that's pretty bad for her name, right? For her, reputation. Her whole entire reputation is now on this because she's flat out said, I've seen the evidence. I know we're flipping this because there is absolute fraud. We have all these affidavits, which she tried to provide for Tucker. So listen, you know what? We have nothing to do but wait. Okay, we got to just wait for the court case because it's going to court. Interesting enough, there's a new spin on that. Check this out. Everyone keeps posting it and going, interesting. Oh, is this true? What's going on with this? This was posted by Miss Michigan. I've never heard of this person before today, but everyone seems to be. It seems to check out. Everyone keeps posting this now, and check this out. This is from Friday. This is circuit courts have been reassigned effective November 20th, 2020. Ordered pursuant of Title 28, United States Code, Section 42, look who is in charge of Michigan, Wisconsin, PA, and Georgia. Brett Kavanaugh, Amy Coney Barrett, Samuel Alito, Clarence Thomas. What does that mean? That means this is all probably going to the Supreme Court. And these people are standing in the way of these fraudsters that are trying to get away with this is seriously the greatest fraud, one of the biggest crimes our country has ever seen. If it all comes out, okay? They have all the affidavits. They seem to have all the evidence. They seem to be, I mean, they're pretty sure of themselves. You watch Trump talk about it, and he's rather sure of himself too. And where's Biden? Well, Biden's he's asking people for money now. I'm not joking. I'm not. I'm straight up serious. He's going, please support us on our transition team. Like, give us money. Like, what? I'm gonna pull this tweet up. You have to see it. It's almost unbelievable that this is the case. Oh man, do I even have it here? Oh man, doesn't matter. Check it out. This is Pennsylvania. Oh, excuse me. This is Wisconsin. This is their audit. Okay, they're doing a legitimate audit. This is what they should have. Okay, multiple people right in your face looking at this. Look at this. Can you see this? I want you to look at this. So you see, this is the audit going on in Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. It makes sense, right? You see multiple people watching. They're showing the ballots. They're cross-referencing and checking it, right? Do you want to see what Pennsylvania looks like?
Yeah.
That's the person who's supposed to make sure everyone's doing it legally.
Wow.
Through binoculars.
What is their, justification for that?
Oh, COVID-19, of course. COVID-19. It's the perfect excuse. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It's the perfect reason to maintain social distance and mail-in voting so that they can totally do all these shady things like keep people away, to keep them from actually checking to see if these ballots were legitimate, because they don't want you to know that. It's going to go to the Supreme Court. Now,
when is that happening? Like, how long do they have to
I don't know exactly.
present evidence?
I think December 14th is when the Electoral College actually votes and certifies their votes to make sure. So they have, I think they have until then. I'm not a lawyer, right? I'm just an American trying to understand this all, and you guys have been here with me for my journey of trying to understand. In fact, I've been digging through the 28 code, which is what that person was referencing, to try to really understand it. So, and what I've gathered from what it is they basically, the Supreme Court creates a board that oversees everything that's going on. So what I've seen is essentially they're going to be talking about the fraud and, making sure that everything's on the up and up, which I think we're owed as an American. Look, if Biden won legitimately, why wouldn't they want to prove that legitimately? I don't understand. Why is that so crazy? To even no, you accept what happened. Cope more, Trump supporter. What? I just want to know if it's legitimate. If it's legitimate, let me know. Let the American people know. I feel like if you're on either side, if you're a Republican or a Democrat, you would want to know that the elections have been done properly. In fact, the Democrats have been complaining for 4 years that it wasn't done legitimately. And now they're saying, no such thing as voter fraud, even though you've been complaining for 4 years that there's some sort of fraud that happened, that it's an illegitimate presidency. But now when there's actual evidence, now that we're actually seeing all these things come out, you're okay with it? You know what? It made me, this is a tweet that I sent out earlier. And I think this is kind of something. Last night, me and Carlin were talking about it, and it dawned on me this morning. People on the left, the Democrats, truly believe that Donald Trump is evil, and that Trump supporters are now also evil. Just because. And with that, they believe they are justified. They feel they are justified. You know what? We can do this. It's worth it if we can cheat to get him out. That's what they're doing. They fully believe It doesn't matter what they have to do. They have to succeed. They have to get him out of office. So they will do anything and justify it in their brains that they're not even doing anything wrong anymore. They're doing it for justice, to be virtuous. That's what it feels like to me. They don't care about the rules anymore because they will do anything to get him out of office. Because and that's what the Democrats want. They want their followers to believe it as well. And they do. They fully believe it. Man, I tweeted that out. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna read the responses, but we'll just say the Democrats of Twitter have found it and have been I've been enjoying listening to or reading their responses. It's delicious. Anyway, check this out. This is actually from PA. A divided Pennsylvania House gives approval for an audit. Now, I showed you a picture of the audit because it's actually happening. Okay, a deeply divided state House on Thursday voted to approve a Republican-sponsored measure that steps up to a near immediate audit of the 2020 election, citing inconsistencies and confusion in the electorate as evidence the process must be improved for future elections in the state. The chamber voted 112 to 90 for a resolution that told the Legislative Budget and Finance Committee or a contractor it will hire to conduct the audit and report back by early February. Oh my gosh, early February. That's crazy. Republicans argued that they were responding to constituents who were confused by some of the procedures as the state conducted a high turnout election during a pandemic and under greatly expanded mail-in voting eligibility. Democratic arguments that the measure should be revised or was unconstitutional were defeated by the GOP majority. There is no need to fear this audit. I welcome it. We all should welcome it to find out what went right and what went wrong, said Bedford County Representative Jesse Topper, the prime sponsor of the resolution. I 100% agree. I welcome it. And if you believe that Joe Biden won legitimately, you should welcome it too. You should be like, yes, let's audit it. Because if you believe it, then what's the fear? What are you afraid of? Now, I'm not going to keep reading because I want to jump right over to this next story. Dominion backs out of hearing before Pennsylvania legislatures. Do you realize what this means? Okay. Pennsylvania approved an audit. They said, all right, we're going to get this audit. We're doing this audit. We're doing it. We don't care. We need to audit this because there's inconsistencies. The same time, Dominion all of a sudden goes, oh man, we need to get a lawyer. They were supposed to show up for their Senate committee today, and they didn't. Why? Because they pulled out and lawyered up and said, we can no longer talk because they didn't give an answer. What is the answer? Oh, I can assume one, though, because things are going to come out that they were actually doing dirty stuff. Well, they're going to audit Pennsylvania. Oh, no, they're auditing Pennsylvania? Well, we can't be a part of that. Well, we need to get a lawyer now. Yeah, because you probably have some nefarious things that you need a lawyer to protect yourself from. I mean, I'm obviously jumping to conclusions, but looking at it from a distance, that's what I'm seeing. Why else would they need to lawyer up? Why would they back up? Why would they? Oh, because Pennsylvania's being audited. Wisconsin's being audited. All these places are being audited. And then guess what? It's also being overseen by the Supreme Court. Yeah, they're all sweating right now. They're changing their LinkedIn profiles, getting rid of any connection with Dominion software. Why? Why are they trying to distance themselves from Dominion now? Okay, that's all coming out right now. In the past 2 days, all these employees are now trying to, whoa, I don't have anything to do with Dominion anymore. No, I washed my hands. Years ago, I washed my hands. Or they're just simply deleting it from their profiles completely because they don't want anyone to know that they're connected in any sense. How much more is being covered up? How much more have they, hidden from the public view? This is just what we're seeing. This is just what I'm seeing from my desk here, okay? I don't know anything outside of what I'm finding on the internet, okay? But man, this is looking more and more like the craziest movie I've ever seen, and I'm living it. I am living in the craziest movie I've ever seen, and you are too, because this year is a movie. That's the only explanation.
That's madness.
Right?
I wonder what will happen once they present all the evidence, and let's say that there's legit proof that there was fraud.
Yep.
What happens then? Is there a re-election or?
Well, no. If there is actual fraud, those votes that were considered fraudulent will be struck from the record.
Yeah.
And Trump's going to win in a landslide. That's what I believe. All right. Obviously, I'm making assumptions. I actually saw someone in chat saying that my video, this video that you're watching right now, has a fact check underneath it, and I'm actually gonna pull this up because I want to see if that's true, because that would be hilarious if I've been fact checked. Oh my goodness! Of course. The U.S. elections, the AP has called the presidential race for Joe Biden. See more on Google. AP is a media source, okay? The AP does not call the election, YouTube, okay? But thanks for paying attention to my channel. Clearly, they're watching my live shows now because, they have robust safeguards help ensure the integrity of elections and results. Click here to learn more. Get out of here. Really? Really? You have to, am I that much of a threat now? I'm just talking about the stuff that I'm seeing. Okay? That's what I'm seeing. This, again, I'm just sitting here perusing the internet, digging in and following certain people. And this is what I'm seeing. It looks awfully suspicious from over here. And by the way, Twitter changed their fact checked on all the different presidential tweets from official sources to multiple sources. You know why they did that? Because they were in front of the Senate answering for their stuff, and that same day they changed it all because the AP is not an official source. That's why. The media does not call our elections. This election isn't over. Okay? All these Democrats that are going, oh, cope more, Trump supporter. And it's like, God, you are clearly running on emotions. That's what's running. I run on logic, and I want to logically hear why he won, if he won, all right? For either party. I want to know, if Trump wins, I want to know that he won it legitimately also, okay? It doesn't end with Biden. I want to know on both sides if either one won legitimately, because I want our elections to be, so I can trust and know that my vote will count, that your vote will count, that all of our votes will count, all of our legal votes will count, right? Because I don't know right now, from where I'm looking, it doesn't look like all of these votes are legal. It's too much inconsistencies.
Yeah, and that's really the interesting part, I think. It's not who won.
Yeah.
It's, have they been faking votes? Because what does that mean?
Yeah.
What implications does that have for the democracy and just
Absolutely.
the country
Yep.
and the Democratic Party? Would they be over?
That's a good point. Would they be over? Because, newsflash, Dominion's been around for a while. Did you know that? This isn't just the beginning. You know, President Trump back in 2012, before he was even president, was calling out this stuff. He was saying, look at the votes. Look at the outcome of the votes. Man, the further I dig back, it goes further back. It's crazy. How long have now, I'm not just going to say the Democrats. I'm just going to say, how long has anyone been using these systems to change to change votes, to change the elections, to steer them where they want them to go? How long? We don't know the answer to that. The only thing that we can do is make sure, moving forward, that we lock it down. I don't understand why anyone would fight that. Why would anyone want to keep it so that the elections can be fraudulent? Because they don't believe that there's fraud? Okay, whatever, you can believe it or not, but wouldn't you rather have the election, locked down so we know that everybody's vote counts, that you can't have fraud at all? Why would anyone be fighting that? Why? Red flags. I've learned to recognize red flags in my life. When I see a red flag, I'm like, all right, you're now on my radar, okay? When people are trying to just sweep it under the rug, no, Biden won, I don't need to see the evidence. It's because they don't care. They just want to believe that Biden won. It's ridiculous.
And
Yeah.
they listen to fake news.
And they listen to fake news. Exactly. Instead of actually doing the research themselves, reading the actual words or watching the actual videos of different speeches
Honestly,
by people.
in the news media these days, it's way too much work for a regular
You're
person
absolutely right.
to have to look into and fact check every single piece of information that they put out in the news.
Yep, you're right.
It's too much.
I agree with you completely.
And that's probably intentional.
Yeah, probably. Most people are too busy working. They're too busy living their lives, dealing with their relationships in their lives, having, fights or even good times, enjoying life instead of having to be. I spend all day reading the news and digging through what's going on. It's like it's a full-time job to be in the know, to understand what's really going on out there. It's not easy. Some people, maybe that's why you guys watch me, because that I'm going to give you what, as truthful what I've found to you, because I want to be, I want to speak the truth. I want to know the truth. I don't want to give lies to anyone. I want to know, really, it's for me, honestly. I'm not even doing it for you because I want to know myself. I want to know that my vote counts. I still don't know. I check every day. I check the Arizona vote logs, and it still has yet to tell me if my vote counted. It's even crazier because, where is it? Do I even have it? I don't know where I put it. Today, in the mail, no, that's not it. In the mail, I got my Maryland voter registration card. Yeah. Today. How long ago was the election? November 3rd.
2 weeks
What
ago?
is it, the
3 weeks ago?
20th today? What is today?
Yeah, 20th.
Today's the 20th. 17 days later. Now, I registered before the cutoff. And now people are even coming up to me going, I reported you to the authorities because you created or did voter fraud and documented it. Actually, no, I've been a resident of Arizona for 12 years. I've been traveling. I was away for work, which is why I've never actually lived in New Jersey. I just happened to be there for a job. My main residence has always been where I was living in Arizona. Okay, so I didn't do that. I went out to vote because that's where I was registered to vote. Okay, now I'm registered to Maryland, of course, 17 days later, which is ridiculous. All right, I'm done with this voting stuff. Look, we only have the ability to wait. All right, and further your knowledge on everything, because it helps. The more you understand about what's going on, the more you can communicate with other people who are misinformed, because those people are out there. Man, do I see them. I get text messages from different friends of mine who watch my show. Shout out to my friends that watch my show. Not all of them agree with me, and that's okay. I'm not going to not friend them. I've had some who I thought were friends completely change and completely turn into just the worst haters, calling me the craziest names, because clearly they have no idea who I am, and my character, and the fact that just because I voted for Trump, now I can say I voted for Trump.
Yeah, the media successfully made
Yes.
Trump into such a evil figure that, he's, for the Dems, still associated with having no morals to like him.
Yep.
Just crazy.
I know. I agree.
So,
it's absolutely crazy.
People think that the Trump supporters are evil too.
Yep, I know. That's what I was talking about earlier. They truly believe that they're fighting evil, so anything they do is justified, even if it's to cheat. If you told these people, yeah, we cheated to win, they would be like, good riddance. Anything to win. We don't care. He's evil. We need to get him out of office. I believe that 100%. I believe it. They're trying. That's why they're trying to sweep this all under the rug. They don't care. They don't care about transparency. They just want everyone to shut up and accept it. Do you realize you're talking to Americans? You're telling Americans to shut up and deal with it? Oh my gosh. These people clearly don't understand the true American spirit that lies in Americans. We don't like being lied to. We want to know the truth. We want transparency. Do you realize why America was founded? Huh? Do you understand Why we became a country? Because we wanted representation. And if we didn't get it, so we got it. We realized that we, the people, needed to rule and not have some monarch telling us we need to pay taxes, but accept what you're told. Just accept what you're told and give us the money. That sounds awfully familiar right now, all right? And they're going to be awfully surprised if they think that people are just going to accept it, all right? It's not. It's not going to happen. All right, I'm done with that. You guys are fantastic for hanging out with me today. I want to talk about something actually rather... This is a pretty cool story. I don't know how many of you have seen Ocean's 11. You saw Ocean's 11, right?
Yeah.
What
is this about?
Isn't it a great movie?
It is.
Okay. Now, I know it's like, what is this going to be about? This is a story about George Clooney. All right, man. I've actually seen George Clooney in my own eyes. We were in the same club together in Milan, Italy.
No way.
Man, maybe, how old was I? I think I was 20 years old. So 16 years ago, I saw George Clooney hanging out in the VIP booth in a club in Milan, Italy. And I was just like, oh, hey, that's George Clooney. That's it. That's my story. But he was surrounded by beautiful people, just looked like a boss, it looked like one of those, like what you can imagine what Danny Ocean would be, surrounded by all these really cool people, just had this air about him that was, he was just like on a higher pedestal. Like, I don't
just
like
rich.
Yeah, maybe just rich, but there's also, if you think about what Ocean's 11 was, he portrayed Danny Ocean, for those who haven't seen it, who was a very smart, suave, he was a thief, but, that part aside, he shook Sinatra's hand. He was like the old Rat Pack kind of vibe, he was, he's got like some coolness factor. So check this story out. All right, George Clooney gave 14 friends $1 million each. That's awesome. All right, check us out. George Clooney once gave 14 of his close friends $1 million each to thank them for supporting him throughout his career. In an interview with GQ published Tuesday, the actor explained that he wanted to do something momentous to show how much he valued their friendship, so he gave them cash. Lots of it. The idea came to him in 2013 when he was still single and childless. All Clooney had were his friends who had stuck by his side even before he was famous. There's a quote. I thought, what I do have are these guys who.
What I do have are these guys.
Thank you. Yeah. What I do have are all these guys who've all, over a period of 35 years, helped me in one way or another. The Gravity star told the outlet, I slept on their couches when I was broke. They loaned me money when I was broke. They helped me when I needed help over the years, and I've helped them over the years. We're all good friends, and I thought, without them, I don't have any of this. We're all really close, and I just thought, basically, if I get hit by a bus, they're all in the will. Clooney went about as if it were a heist scene from one of his movies. He got a van that said florist on it and drove it to a vault in downtown Los Angeles where he loaded it with cash. He bought 14 Toomey bags, filled each one with $1 million, and invited his friends over. This is straight up just out of like Ocean. I swear he was like trying to like really bring like Danny Ocean into play. 14 of his friends, bunch of Toomey bags filled with $1 million cash in a florist van. Like, come on. All right, let me just finish reading.
A bag for you, a bag for you.
Yep.
$1 million.
I just held up a map and pointed to all of the places I got to go in the world and all the things I got to see because of them, Clooney recalled. And I said, how do you repay people like that? And I said, oh, well, how about $1 million? Some have questioned the gesture, but Clooney, who is now married to Amal Clooney and has 3-year-old twins, has no regrets. He says, quote, it's funny, he said. I remember talking to one really rich a-hole who I ran into a hotel in Vegas, certainly a lot richer than I am. And I remember the story about the cash had come out, and he was like, why would you do that? I'll tell you why. Because it's cool. That's why.
I don't like that reason.
What?
He just did it because it's cool.
Yeah. No.
It immediately went from
Not giving out, not the giving the money. Why he did it, or the way he did it, is what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
The reason why he laid it out perfectly, because his friends have always been there. I'm not trying to take away from that part of it. The way he did it, it's like because of the story about the cash had come out. Okay. So why would you give away the money? He explained it perfectly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's because his best friends have always been there, and what's $1 million to someone who's super uber rich and famous anyway? It's like all of those friends probably were, super grateful and probably didn't even want it, because that's what true friends are. They're not there for the money. But man, the way that he did it, it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. That's cool. Maybe one day I can become that big and hook my friends up with $1 million. Shout out to my friends that I'd give $1 million to. Mm-hmm. You know who you are.
They just got real loyal.
yeah, maybe. So I thought that was a cool story. But that's all. I just wanted to bring that to light. Now I want to talk about something that kind of caught me off guard. This is from Time Magazine. A gaming revolution, Sony PS5 is on the list of the best inventions of 2020. That's right. PlayStation 5 hit that list. Craziness. There it is. Or even better. Here she is right here. Ooh, the PS5. See? Anyway, showing off. All right. Sony's new gaming console is all about small advancements that combine to create a revolutionary experience. At more than a foot tall and weighing in at just under 10 pounds. Is it 10 pounds? No way. What? Maybe. You know what? Maybe, actually. Maybe it's... All right. I mean, they say it's just under 10 pounds. All right. Now I'm just showing off. All right. The PlayStation 5 is among the largest video game consoles ever made. Sony needed the room to support visually spectacular titles like Spider-Man Miles Morales. Games load almost instantaneously. I can vouch for this. It's insane how fast it loads. Anyway, let's continue on. Yep, it's crazy. Thanks to a solid-state hard drive. The graphics processor is almost 10 times faster than that of the PS4, which allows for beautiful visuals. And a new controller is full of haptic feedback sensors that add a new dimension to play. When a character walks on sand, players feel the grit in the controller. When Spider-Man grips a subway car, players feel the trains rumble. Added up, it may just be the most powerful video game consoles we've ever seen. That is true. When you're walking on sand, you feel the grains. It's hard to describe. There's a game that Astro's Playroom, right? It kind of shows off the controller very well. There's a point where you get a bow, right? And you can feel the creak of the wood, like aching under the pressure of a bow. And as the bull pulls back, you can feel like the creak of the wood cracking. Oh man, it's really cool. And yeah, I love it. So someone just said, stop telling Adam to fix his Swedish accent. It's cute. Do I have a Swedish accent?
No, someone's just making fun.
Oh, okay. Because that's funny. I don't have a Swedish accent. And I never thought I did. I don't even speak Swedish, which I should probably do something about.
Yet.
Thank you. Yet. I don't speak Swedish yet. But yeah, I thought that was a really interesting story because, I mean, I am in love with that.
Maybe they refer to, you said council instead of console.
Console? How do you say it?
Console?
That's how I say it. Console.
I don't know.
Console players? Yeah, a lot of people are saying, oh man, well, you should have gotten an Xbox. And it's like, I have an amazing PC now. There's no reason to get an Xbox. An Xbox is essentially a PC as far as what games they're going to be on there. So having a PC that I have and an incredible PS5, I got the best of all gaming.
So Adam, tell us, what games are you most excited about on your new device?
Demon's Souls, easily, hands down. That's what I've been playing the most. I do have Call of Duty Cold War, which I wasn't expecting to play as much as I have, and it is really, really fun. There's something about every single gun you pick up has a different, like, as the haptic control. These two, let me just bring it out. These two triggers here actually have resistance in them, and it changes per gun that you have. If you pick up a really heavy gun, a really big, huge, like, minigun or whatever, pulling up to, like, aim with it, you actually really have to, like, squeeze the trigger down because it's heavier. But a lighter gun, it's actually it's much lighter to do it. So it actually gives you this feeling of immersion that you didn't have before. And then even on the right trigger, it's almost like when you go to pull a trigger, it's really light until you go to actually have to pull it, and then it gives a little bit of a resistance. That's the same thing's happening on the trigger. It's pretty incredible. So, yeah. And then, yeah, so I don't know. I can't wait for Cyberpunk 2077. That looks so good. I'm really looking forward to Elden Ring, although I don't know when that's going to come out.
Have you played Skyrim?
I have played Skyrim. Skyrim's an amazing game. I was playing
on the PS5.
No, I probably won't though. I'm done with Skyrim.
Okay.
Yeah, I overdid Skyrim. The only way I'd play Skyrim again is if when our stuff comes, and to play the PSVR, because the PS4 PSVR works for the PlayStation 5 until the PS5 VR comes out, which I'll probably get also because it's if you guys have ever played VR, it's incredible.
I played Skyrim VR for like 10 minutes or something, drawing the bows with the actual motion you had to go through, and it was so fun and it felt so real that I said to you, don't let me do this, because I'll just play this game all day, every day. I can't do this to myself.
Yep.
So that's all the experience I had.
That's okay. That's a lot of fun.
Maybe if I get sick, I'll be playing Skyrim.
Well, you can...
there's always retirement.
Yeah, there's always retirement. Yeah, exactly. That's funny. All right, so that's our segments for the day. It is Friday, which means I'm going to try to get through these super chats so I can play a song or two at the end of the show. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. If you haven't yet, smash that like button. Oh my goodness, I just noticed the UFO is not spinning. Don't worry, I'm going to take it. Would you like to... Would you care to spin it? Have you ever spun?
I have.
Oh, well, please. Have at it.
Wait. This is a different kind.
It's the same thing. Same gun. It's been the same gun. That's the same gun that was used on... Whoa, careful.
Spin it.
It's better to do like a little bit of an angle there.
Okay.
There you go. Trust me. I have experience.
It's about to take off.
Careful.
I think
All
that's
right.
good.
I have experience spinning this UFO. I've been spinning it for at least 40 years. 40 years I've been spinning. I'm not even 40 yet, but...
Shouldn't the audience be doing something?
What? Smashing the like button?
Yes.
I already said it.
Oh, you did?
Well, I'm assuming they smashed the like button. Have you not smashed the like button? You know what? This calls for a dice roll. All right. We're doing it. You guys know what the deal.
I call it. It will be all the numbers.
Just call a number right now.
All of them.
No, call a number right now.
There's no up.
Okay.
We
all right.
settled this 2 days ago.
I've rolled the die. First person to guess what number it is wins the game. You win absolutely nothing, but I will say your name right now, live on air, and you guys will find out who actually guessed the number correctly. I'll be watching. All right, let's see. Who first? Super chat. All right, Casperia says, play Will of the People. If you play it, hopefully that Tim guy doesn't copyright strike your channel down. No, I'm not going to play. All right, the numbers are rolling in. Let's see. It's 1 through 20, by the way. Happy Robot, it was a 1. That's right, 1. Happy Robot gets it. You win absolutely nothing. Congratulations, Happy Robot, you won. Andrew says, what's red and smells like blue paint? It sounds like a joke that could be dirty. I don't know. Aaron Weiss says, hey, Adam, you going to MAGA March 2.0 on the 12th. I keep hearing rumors about this secondary MAGA March on, I'm assuming it's going to be in D.C., but we'll see because, man, I mean, a bunch of people were getting attacked and stabbed, and it was pretty insane. So most likely I'll go. Yeah, but I probably won't stick around for the nighttime because who knows. Let's see. Nugget Man says circuit courts have been reassigned. I know. I saw that. I've been I covered it actually after your super chat. That was at the beginning of the show. Let's see. Have Wolf Boot says first super chat ever for Adam's 69th episode. Nice. Robert Wild says, don't have the money, but found a new drink you may like. G Fuel. Their site is gfuel.com. You will like. I'm very picky person, and I like it. Be blessed. Thank you, Robert. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like an energy drink, and I tend to just drink coffee and water and whiskey. Yeah, those are my 3 drinks that I pretty much stick to. The man behind the screen says, 69 dudes. Insert Wild Stallions ripoff here. Oh, that was Wayne's World, actually, maybe. Anyway. It's
Zoom cam.
What's up?
Zoom cam.
Zoom cam. Whoa. Whoa. Carnell, hey, what's up, vegan brother? Don't mean to be all up in your business, but when will we know more about your coffee company? Acquiring minds want to know, and I just want to get my hands on some of your coffee. It's coming soon. My Crigler coffee will be a thing very shortly. I'm just getting the labels done correctly. I just want to make the product as good as I can make it. And I mean, I've been drinking this coffee for how long? A couple months now? A month and a half?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like a month and a half.
It right now.
Are you? You have let's get a camera on you.
This is Crigler coffee. It's pretty damn good. Oh, I swore.
Oh my gosh! Get off! Get out of here! No, it's fine. Everyone you get like one or two.
See my caught face. I was like.
All right. Let's see. Maria, thank you for that little microphone. I'm going to use it in a little while when I play a tune. Antonio Galvin says, green tea, almost 1 month sober thanks to this song, Adam. Keep doing you, bro. Wow, that really means a lot. Thank you so much, Antonio. I'm really proud of you. Good job. That's incredible. When I wrote that song, it was for me. I didn't do it for anyone else. And to hear that is, it's man, that's incredible to know that my music is helping someone get through something that is very difficult to do. So I'm very proud of you, Antonio. Keep it up. Keep up the good work.
That is the best thing we can hope for with music.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It means a lot. The man behind the screen says, this is why I tend to agree with Styx about Tucker. He's not as bad as CNN or MSNBC talking heads, but he's still a corporatist pundit all the same. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is what it is, But I mean, it really was just him complaining that he didn't have her on his show. That's really what it sounded like, because as she stated, she sent him evidence that she didn't even have in like the court docket, and maybe that's why he was like, oh, well, that's not something you're going to be using. Whatever. It just sounded like some complaining to me. John W. says, thanks for collecting all the information and sharing them with us. You're welcome. Thank you for that. Yeah, I spend my day bringing it out. Drew Alexander says, 69th episode. Nice. I'm not really surprised at the amount of super chats I'm getting because of the 69th episode, but it is the 69th episode. It's kind of cool. 69 episodes.
I'm glad you guys are getting so much enjoyment.
I mean,
out of the number.
the funny number aside, it's crazy to think about that I've actually done this 69 times. It's crazy. All right. Jason Dixon says, bro, after watching Ian last night on Timcast IRL, I so badly miss you on his show. I have to say, I love your show independently. Texas love, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I love my show, and thanks for watching my show. Unlikely Critic says, has anyone noticed that no one has come forward on behalf of Dominion to deny these allegations or threaten a legal team? Dominion itself has definitely come out claiming that they haven't done anything. But the fact that they just lawyered up and didn't show up to the Senate, which they were supposed to today, after PA finally said that we're going to audit the votes, that's a pretty shady business. So I have a feeling that it's going to be really bad for the Dominion legal team. Jason Dixon says, congratulations on hitting show 69. LOL, 69, giggity, 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 giggity. Damon. Actually, it's Dumon, but I just couldn't help myself. What? Your look.
I just liked it so much.
Did you? That's good.
I just like that episode from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Damon.
I just she actually made me watch it recently. No, you didn't make me, but we've been talking for years about watching this episode, and we finally watched it.
It's because I always sing that part.
Yeah.
And you're like, you don't have the context of it.
It's true. And now I do. And funny enough, quotes from that episode get in my head sometimes now.
Nice.
Is that what It's Always Sunny does? It's like, it's not about watching it. It's about talking about it.
Quotability.
Is that what it is?
No,
Yeah.
I got to say, after not having watched it for like 6 or 7 years or something, and then watching it again, it is not as funny as I remembered it.
Oh, that's a shame.
I had hyped it up, at least that episode in my mind.
Back to Duymon. Trump is the evil final boss. Let's just half-ass defeat him instead of making sure it's done right. Seems like a horror movie plot. Yeah. I mean, why do anything, not 100%? If you're going to do something, do it 100%. Period. John W. says, oh, well, thank you. Did I already read this one? Maybe I did. It says, thank you for the research and common sense comments. Oh, it is something different, but thank you for that a second compliment from you, John. I appreciate you. Lance says, episode 69. Nice. Witnessing your awakening is heartwarming. I went through the same path. God bless you and your wife. Thank you very much, Lance. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Black Magic says, anyone else wonder why only 3 civilian lawyers working 18 hours a day, 7 days a week are investigating this? No DOJ, FBI, or state agencies? Legends. It's probably because they can't be trusted, honestly. But you do have a good point. Andrew 1 says, might be a preemptive bioweapons attack from China over NASA's biggest budget in history. And nuclear dominance in the moon and Mars, no countries, no war. That's a lot to digest there, Andrew. My goodness. Mr. Paul R. says, is that the lovely Nisha, your co-host? Check out retired Air Force General blows whistle on CIA vote hacking. Person sharp reports. Whoa, really? Well, first and foremost, it certainly is the lovely Nisha as my co-host. And wow, that is explosive. I'm going to check that out after the show because spicy. Jake M says camera 2 is a good look. Yeah, I'm going to agree. I'm going to have to agree.
Thank you.
Yeah, with Jake there, it is a good look. Shanjack says this year, in one statement, Haman was hanging. Whoa, I don't know what that means, and it feels like it's a little spicy, Shanjack. I'm sorry. I'm learning that I have to censor my super chats. I don't know what that means because it seems a little.
You blurred the words out real fast.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, this is like no. I'm sorry, Shanjack. Thank you for your super chat, though. John W. says, Adam, congratulations on being on the manual inspection list of YouTube. I guess so. They felt the need to let everybody know that some media source has called the election. Like, I care what AP has to say. And the people that watch me, like, you care what AP has to say about it. Come on. Whatever. Daniel J. Corica says, hey, Adam, I'll bet if someone looks closely into New York City's mail-in ballots, impropriety will be found. I'm sure if you look at every single county in the country, impropriety will be found. And it will. Krishna says, check out at Ali on Twitter and stopthesteal.us. He is the guy organizing people like Scott Pressler and Brandon Strzok and behind the Trump on Saturday. I do follow Ali, actually. Yep. And he was in Georgia with Alex Jones just the other day, just doing their thing. Yep, I watch him. Storm says, I appreciate you taking a lot of time to break down the news for us that can't spend the entire day doing it. It's my pleasure. And if you keep showing up for me, I'm going to keep showing up for you. So thank you very much. And if you haven't, smash that like button.
Smash it.
Smash
the like button.
Smash
it.
Yeah.
Smash it now.
Please smash the like button for Adamcast IRL, coming to you live every night, Monday through Fridays, 6:30 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's my announcer voice. What do you think?
I really like it.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm going to put it in front of every podcast now that I edit them.
Oh, that right there? That little clip?
No, I'm joking.
Why not, though? It works. I like it.
Maybe at the end. We need a
Welcome to Adamcast. I need like a card of things to read with my announcer voice. I used to do the movie phone. Welcome to Movie Phone. If you know the name of the movie you'd wish to see, press 1 now. I don't know why I love that.
That was your voice. Your what's it called? The
voicemail. Yeah, it was for some time. It was. Yeah. Oh, that wasn't you. There it is. Sorry, I went back to the Time article. Anyway, let's continue moving so I can play a tune.
I am the time.
You are the time. Red Mage 13 says, on your point about people feeling justified about cheating, if I heard someone tell me that my response would, that means you should never be trusted for anything by anyone, even your own friends. I agree. That how can someone be trusted to do anything? It's because they have been brainwashed, honestly. John W. retracted another message, but I appreciate your super chat anyway. Nelly says, look like Georgia governor will certify the election for Biden. Is it over? No, it's not. I do not think so. And that remains to be seen. DK6 says, Adam, love you, man, but just an FYI, your wife looks way smarter than you in that striped shirt. Okay.
You're not wearing.
You know what? It doesn't matter because she is way smarter than me. So, and I'm okay with it.
I just shut up most of the time.
Hey, looks can be deceiving, all right? Underneath this crazy looking garb, there's a brain, all right?
The less you speak, the smarter you seem.
That's a true statement. Of course, unfortunately, I have to speak for my job, so the truth comes out. Tony says, hey, Soy Jesus, I was wondering if you had a relationship with Savior Jesus. Bible taught us that Earth's float in space and dinosaurs extinction before anything. Also, ever thought about playing the game Outward on your Twitch stream? I don't know that game. I don't have a relationship with him, and there you go. But thank you for super chat. Fractal says, easy way to lock down the election, have an open source cryptography. Thank you, Paul. Speaking words. See, that's what I have her for. Yeah, it's the striped shirt. I swear, it's the striped shirt. Cryptography. Voting systems every 4 years. I'm just going to start over. Easy way to lock down the election. Have an open source cryptography voting system every 4 years. You are issued a voting token after verifying address and ID. Make it easy for everyone to use. Thank you. Let's lock it down. Can we lock it down, please? So there's no questions? The fact that there's questions at all is a problem. And the fact that these Democrats are trying to not agree to that is sketchy to me. Viper says, here's $10 to congratulate you on making the techies squirm. Trying to fact check you on how elections are called is hilarious. It proves you are hitting the nail on the head. I think I agree with that. I think I'm onto something, and I think I'm speaking the truth, that they feel the need to slap that AP called the election. It's like, God, the AP is a news media crew. I'm technically a news media crew, all right? I'm not even calling the election. I'm not saying anyone won yet. I'm saying no one's won, and there's fraud.
And too much of a threat already. They're sweating.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, well, you can sweat all you want. I'm not going to stop talking. As dumb as I may sound...
The truth will come out in the end.
The truth will come out. Jonathan Powell says, I was blacklisted from Hollyweird and Broadway after 20 years of working for it because I said Hamilton shouldn't have cut the muskets from Tony's. That's what you got blacklisted for? Well, that is a shame. Nope, I just had a super chat jump. Give me 1 second. There we go. John W. again says, Dems are turning this country into a new monarchy. That I agree with. You know, I agree. They want control. They don't want people to question control. They just want people to fall in line. And that is not what America is. They want to get rid of our Constitution. They want the Constitution gone. And that is a problem for me. The Constitution is what freed the slaves. It's what gave women equal rights. It's what paved the way for us to have the rights that we have today. And they're trying to get rid of it because they want control. Period. Death Sigh says, as a regular Joe, I'd remove Dominion from my LinkedIn to help with future job prospects if I was there and not part of the fraud. Just saying. So you're saying that they believe that there's fraud, and that's why they're getting rid of it. Yeah, I don't blame them, because there seems to be fraud with the Dominion software. Or are you saying even the allegations of fraud?
That's what he's saying.
I mean, but what if it comes out and it's not? What if there isn't any fraud? What if, what do you have to fear? I mean, it seems a little preemptive, because if you feel that there's nothing wrong, that you're a Democrat that feels Joe Biden won legitimately, you would believe that there's nothing wrong with Dominion. And the fact that even Dominion employees don't believe that that's the case is suspect to me. That's crazy. Well, whatever allegations, but still, come on. Even they believe Dominion software employees probably know more about Dominion than we do. If they're trying to distance themselves from Dominion, red flag is a waving. Friendly Neighborhood Sawyer says, Adam, Nishra, real talk. I need your help in a serious and dire situation I find myself in. I want to order food in, but I can't decide. Please help.
Oh, I got this.
Oh, take it away, Nish.
Sushi. Every time sushi.
What if they can't find sushi? What if they're in the middle
of
the country? But that's not an answer.
No,
they want to dine in. I mean, I'm a big fan of pizza. I mean, I love pizza. You can't go wrong with pizza. And most pizza places actually have vegan options, which are pretty dope. I go to pizza. That's how I roll. I love pizza. She says sushi. Nothing wrong with sushi. If you live near the coast, sushi. I mean, obviously, we actually.
You can make sushi as a pizza format.
You know what's interesting? I didn't even think about this. We don't ever have to worry about that. We can pretty much get sushi anywhere because we're not getting fish or anything on it.
Yep.
It's just gonna be rice and
avocado,
cucumber.
Sushi.
Yeah, the
all the kids
seaweed. That stuff doesn't go bad. Well, I mean, it does, but it's not a big risk.
Yeah, less worries for us.
So there you go. Hopefully that helps you, Sawyer. Inky, thank you for that super chat. Watching you go from the new guy on Tim's show, maybe a little timid in your stance, to being so sure of your patriotism has been a blessing and a real journey, Adam. Thank you for being you, and thanks for sharing yourself with all of us. Thank you, Inky. Thank you very much. That means a lot. Yeah, I was a little timid, simply because I don't like speaking unless I am sure of what I'm talking about. That's pretty much sums this year up for me being on this platform. And that's why I didn't speak as much on Tim's show in the beginning, because I wasn't privy when they started talking politics. I was just like, I'm clueless, and I don't like being clueless. Of course, started doing my research, and then of course I was still considered wrong to some parties, but that's okay. Doesn't bother me. You can say what you want about me. I'm just going to be doing my own research. Dizzy says, 69th episode already. Nice. I love it. All these 69 super chats. I appreciate it. Wimplo says, praise the sun. That's because I mentioned the Souls games. That's a Souls reference, if you're not sure. The man behind the screen says, if you ain't spinning, you ain't winning. UFO. I'll spin that here UFO for you. Let's see. Polinal White Strike says, hello, love the show. Friends and bro talked about Tucker Carlson saying he's always right because he calls everything out for what it is. But recently what happened to him is he only in it for the money. Well, it's funny because he technically didn't say I don't want to say he didn't say anything wrong, because affidavits are evidence. So the fact that they're saying he did say that they're not bringing up any evidence, which that is the lie. Tucker, you lied. An affidavit, a sworn affidavit. They have hundreds of them. She even tried to send you one, Tucker, and you said, no, that's not good enough. I want you on my show. You were probably trying to be pushy, and she was like, I'm busy trying to save this country. Sorry, I don't have time for that. Yeah, hilarious. All right, let's see here. White Lasagna says, Math Rock went clack. Did you think about me not? Of course I thought about it. What are you talking about? White Lasagna is actually who sent me these space die. And let's do it. I'm rolling it again. All right, I've rolled. It wasn't. I'm not going to confirm or deny, but it wasn't 7.
It was a 7?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
I just rolled the die. I'm watching the numbers. First person who guesses the number wins absolutely nothing, but I will say your name live on the show right now. Go. All right, going to continue moving. Let's see. Steak and Eggs Hernandez says, heh, you said 69. I said it so many times now. That's hilarious. Let's see. Awake Not Woke says, yo, man, sorry I've been AFK for a while. Been working some hospitals in SD. Love the show. And just so you know, you got a big base in SoCal. Nice. We want Crazy Cam. Whoa. Whoa. That's my Crazy Cam. All right, let me check the numbers I see are rolling in. Oh, we got it. Haley Devine. Haley Devine is the first person to guess 11. Congratulations, Haley. You won absolutely nothing, but I just said your name because you won absolutely nothing. Congratulations, and thanks for playing. All right, let's see.
We got to turn this into a choose-your-own-adventure game.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Carnell says, hey, Adam, or hey again, Adam, and the lovely Nishra. Happy Friday.
Hello.
Adam, get the whiskey. Nishra, get the space helmet and spin that UFO. Keep up the great work, you two. Thank you so much. Actually, you can't see the space helmet, but Salty the bear is wearing it right now. It looks awesome.
I'm tempted.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. He's watching over the room. But yeah, it's almost time for music. We got some, let me just try to finish these super chats real quick. Montana Horseman, hey, happy 69th episode from the whole regular crew. It's been a great trip with you. Thank you very much, Montana Horseman. Appreciate you. Another one of the fans from the very beginning of Timcast IRL has followed me here to Adamcast. I really appreciate it.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
he's actually the reason I'm on today.
Oh, yeah?
He said yesterday, he's like, you haven't been on in a while. And I was like, you know what? You're right. He's like, shouldn't you, join and jam?
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Thank you, Montana Horseman.
Right. Well, you heard it here. She's on the show specifically because of you there, Montana Horseman. I appreciate that. Bobcat says, I just want to know where you and Tim found all these attractive ladies. Were there any more? Whoa, what? I don't know what you're talking about. I found this attractive lady.
No, I found you.
Yeah. Actually, that's a story unto itself. She technically flew all the way to California to find me. And I'll take it. I don't know. I'm not going to comment any further on that super chat because I'd probably get in trouble. Let's see. Peyton says, let's get this straight. Adam won the Broadway bomb. Ooh, yes, absolutely. I won the Broadway bomb. I could probably get a sworn affidavit from the leader, the person who, you like how I did that? The person who puts the Broadway bomb together to say that I won. We actually had this conversation about 2 years ago, and he's like, dude, you won the bomb. So, yeah. Let's see. Tangent says, what number are we thinking? 69, dudes. It was Bill and Ted's reference, not Wayne's World, for shame. No, I know, but I know it was a Bill and Ted's reference, but the guitar solo and the sound I made was from Wayne's World, not Bill and Ted's, so don't get upset with me. Madman Josh says, you play first-person shooters on a console? For shame. Just kidding with you. Love your work. Keep it up. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I do. I'm good. I like first-person shooters on console. It's how I've been playing games for a long time. So, Tangent said, apparently you meant the riff. Sorry for the fake news. Oh, nice. It's funny. You actually corrected your super chat that I just got. Anyway, very nice. Justin says, walk in love always. Love your spirit. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate that. Shanjack says, sorry, Adam. I forget sometimes the tech overlords are listening. Basically, Deep State set us all up for the call, but their tools work against them. Thank you. Thank you for reiterating that. Mike Rowland says, attention, DOJ aircraft, a bunch of specific ones. Bombardier Dash 8 returned from Toronto, Canada, Dominion headquarters today after flying there on the 15th of November. Check for yourself at Flight Tracker. I don't know what that means, but it seems like some spicy stuff. Zuri says, still loving your stream of consciousness style of streaming. You're level-headed and reliable. Thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I do. I mean, everything, I do a show of what I've learned during the day, and then I kind of just talk about my stream of consciousness on it. Yeah, so thank you. Tiffany, thank you for that super chat. Winston says, hey, Adam, love the show. I was wondering if you can consider having Nick Fuentes on your show. He's a popular, young, controversial, conservative commentator. Also, thanks, and also, your wife is hot. I agree with that. Oh, hey, are you doing it? Yes. You getting that on? Oh, let's get over there. Are you gonna steal his helmet? You are.
Yeah. Otherwise I can't put it on my.
Oh, you could do it. If I could stick my head in there. I've got a much bigger head than you.
It's so yellow now.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Right on. Thank you for that. Mark says NDAA of 2013 legalized the propagandizing of the American public, and everyone wonders why the mainstream media is what it is. Sheep, man, sheep. Yes, I agree with that. I actually looked into this recently. Maybe it was a couple months ago, but yeah, that actually did. Obama signed this thing that allowed propaganda to, because before American citizens were protected from propaganda on our own media, but they were allowed to do it for foreign countries. And then they changed it in 2013, which of course is there's all these graphs of things that started happening in 2013, 2012 of the media totally doing a big spin. We definitely need to fix that. It's crazy. Kent says, doing awesome, my friend. Keep it up. Thank you very much. My goodness, these super chats keep rolling in. You guys are fantastic. Fractal says, are you okay, Adam? I'm worried about you. You're starting to talk like Joe Biden. Do you have Sleepy Joe disease? No. What are you talking about? No. Get out of here with that. Elizabeth, listen here, Fat. Elizabeth says, I bet Tucker would be canned for being supportive, which is kind of sad. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Mark Taylor says, I work at Family Dollar and I was told I need a piece of paper showing that I'm an essential worker to be outside. If Montana governor says we can't go, or MO, I don't know, is that Missouri? MO, I don't know what state that is. Can't go out. I'm camping in front of my apartment complex. Jeez, ridiculous. And I guess in California, the whole, curfew, whatever that he's done, doesn't apply to homeless people. So just self-identify as a homeless person. You'll be good. The man behind the screen says, more love from San Diego from your brother. Thank you so much. Jason Dixon says, keep rolling the dice until you get a 6, then a 9. Yeah, maybe. I don't have the time, though. Lance Johnson says, I call audit on these dice rolls. Yeah, maybe I need a little a video to prove it. Mike Bergman says, Adam, did you look into Biden's AR-15 voluntary buyback program that Colin Noir spoke about on Fox? He made a video today. Well, that's not really surprising, though. John Kukral says, what's your take on clockwork elves? I don't know what that refers to. Sorry. Kyle says, the K Pyramid is a type of ultra-primitive 3D modeling software meant to depict the Earth. The KQ chambers, shafts, gallery, structures inside the Earth. Interesting. Cool. Send me more information on Twitter. You can hit me up there on Twitter or Instagram or Parler, all at Adam Crigler. Vash1985 says, I'm thankful to all the Cold War console players out there. I'm a crappy FPS player at best and now somewhat mediocre. PC Master Race. PS, did you get it? You got a Zombies crew? I don't, but I have played some Zombies. It is a lot of fun, and I am going to play a song. I only have enough time for one.
Oh, no.
What should we play? Find Yourself? It's been a while since we played Find Yourself. I don't know what to play.
Roll the die.
For what?
Dice. For songs.
I rolled it.
You gotta make up the numbers first.
Oh, everyone's stoked about green tea. All right, so I saw one person stoked on green tea. So I'm gonna play green tea, or not green tea. Find Yourself. You gonna sing along? She's gonna sing along.
Well, maybe I'll get a shaker.
I rolled the die too, by the way, so you guys can try to guess what number it is. I'll hit you up before the end of the episode, but let me see you guess it. All the saints are calling all the masses. They want your soul, go pay all their taxes. Don't fear your belief of what you are inside. Hold it dear, it's a truth that they're trying to hide. Recognize the first stage of trouble. Open your eyes to disguise. Start searching deep in your soul, deep inside your soul. Find yourself. No one else will find yourself. No one else will. Hey, can I get just a little taste? A salivatic little getaway? Or are you on your knees swallowing the answers? Authority, see, they don't take chances. Are we blind? It's a crime that we can't ignore. I think it's time we show them that we'll take no more. Recognize the first stage of trouble. Open your eyes to disguise. Start searching deep in your soul, deep inside your soul. Find yourself, 'cause no one else will find yourself, 'cause no one else will. We must unequivocally disobey. Help me, Horace, let me seize the day. With a Guy Fawkes mask, true determination, anonymous bliss who controls the nation. Are we blind? It's a crime that we can't ignore. I think it's time we show them that we'll take no more. Recognize the first stage of trouble. Open your eyes to disguise. Start searching deep in your soul, deep inside your soul, and find yourself. 'Cause no one else will find yourself. 'Cause no one else will find yourself. No one else will find yourself. No one else will find yourself. Open your eyes to disguise. No one else will recognize the first stage of trouble. Open your eyes to disguise. Start searching. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Let me just really quickly congratulate who did it? It was Crigler 101 won the game of the dice roll. Congratulations. Ding, ding. It was 15. You nailed it. Fen, did you see Kyle got out of jail? I just learned about that right before the show went live. Yes. And Christopher, I love you, Adam. Join the Salty Army. Oh, I'm a part of it. Come on. Zoe says, can you do House of the Rising Sun? If you know it, I don't play covers. Unfortunately, I only play original songs. That's one of my original songs. Find Yourself. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I will see you next week, Monday, here on Adamcast IRL. Have a great
weekend, everyone.
Have a great weekend, and we'll see you all next time. Thanks for joining in. Bye.